torrent of reform that Luther had unleashed remained unstoppable. This movement, known as Protestantism, swept across Germany and then onto France, the Netherlands, Belgium. But in every place, it took a different form. In Geneva, John Calvin founded a community where everyone had to live by rules based on the strictest of religious ideals. Citizens would be fined even for missing a sermon. In England, it would take a bloody civil war before Cromwell could establish his vision of a Protestant state. And then, in the newly discovered territories of America, the Pilgrim Fathers would found a nation on Luther's principles of religious freedom.
Luther's ideas, in the specific historic moment when they emerged and the reception they received, meant an extraordinary change for the conception of what Europe is. It's no longer one Christian Europe. Moreover, it becomes a global story. It becomes a story that affects Asia and later Africa and the Americas and so on. It's absolutely part of the heritage of the European, Western, I would say, of the whole world.
But Luther would never again leave his own province of Germany. He did find some peace. He married an ex-nun named Catherine, and they had a large family together. And always, Luther continued to write.
Luther's story just reminds us of the power of individual charisma. Charisma, both the person standing up and talking, but even charisma that can travel on the page, on the written page.
You never can sort of just like the guy. Luther is this elementary force embodied in language, offering a vision of salvation which is liberating, which resonates, which seems real to so many people. And almost once you see it that way, you can't see the world differently.
Luther is irrepressible. He's outrageous. He's witty. He's very funny. But he remains in our imaginations as someone who is highly relevant for insisting on being devoted to principle and to speaking out.
The emphasis on the individual, the courage of the individual, and the willingness of the individual to undergo death for his profession, for his beliefs. And in this way, Luther has to be ranked with the great emancipators of human history.
Luther would finally die in the year 1546, seized by a crippling heart attack after a harsh winter journey to the town of his birth, Eisleben. He had held on to his sense of rage and his ear for a good phrase until the very end.
When I die, I want to be a ghost, so I can continue to pester the bishops, priests, and godless monks until they have more trouble with a dead Luther than they could have had before with 1,000 living ones.